What's going on, guys? So today we are out here at the Elkhart Dealer Open House. This is where dealers come out to pick the inventory and the product that they're looking for. And I'm telling you, we were over here at the Grand Design booth, and then I, of course, saw the Renegade booth, so I completely dropped all pre-notions of what an RV should be. I saw this thing, instantly felt that rush of energy in my head to sprint over here and film this beautiful Renegade on a freaking Peterbilt Class 8 chassis.
Guys, I'm Adam with Renegade RV. How are you? Thanks for tuning in. Before us, we've got our Renegade 45-foot bunkhouse. This one is on a Peterbilt 567 chassis with 600 horsepower Cummins engine, 1,850 foot-pounds of torque. This is probably our most popular floor plan, other than one other 45 that we build, but it's big and bad.
So I got to say this real quick, Adam. When you say this is our most popular floor plan, first of all, let's take a look at what we're talking about here. This is a Peterbilt chassis. So when you see these, not with an RV, they're hauling big dry van and lowboys and tractors all over the country, right?
Absolutely.
This is a bad boy. This trailer, oh man, this thing is super cool. My channel is Big Truck Big RV. This is the ultimate definition of a big truck and a big RV. And the question,
it's kind of what it is.
It is. And my question for you now is, you say #1 floor plan, which means, this is going to sound super bad when I say this, but I think you know where I'm going. People actually buy these things.
People do.
And it's crazy.
Lots of them, actually.
Yeah.
So, after you.
Oh, thank you. Going up the steps, going up the stone steps, going even higher. And now we're inside of this absolutely beautiful motor coach. And I can call this a motor coach, can't I?
100%.
Perfect. All right. So, first of all,
what makes this one unique, and I think that's probably why it falls in line with being one of our most popular. This is actually a 2 full bathroom bunkhouse.
Oh wow,
45-foot unit.
That is cool. Let's come back and see what we're looking at here.
Yep. So it's triple AC coach, dual inverters. Probably has lithium on it. Can have it if it doesn't. The really cool thing about this is feel the height in here. So we got a 90-inch interior.
All right, so we're in the master bedroom now, master suite, whatever you want to call it. Anything with a bunkhouse, I say master bedroom because you have 2 rooms, right?
Right.
So this is really nice. I'm assuming all hardwoods, padded ceiling, all the stuff that you expect from a motor coach, a high-end motorhome.
Sort of the Renegade thing, we're oftentimes known for our cabinetry. So it's real solid wood cabinetry, not just the doors, but the styles and the framing too. This is a cedar line closet that we do, which is pretty neat. This is a big, giant, full pass-through closet.
Oh, wow, that is cool. Very nice. And positive locking.
Cool.
Love the wainscoting, or the chair railing, sorry. Nice stone, real stone shower. Again, you gotta love the ceiling heights in here. Very nice. You got your macerating toilet. Beautiful sink area. This thing is super cool.
One of the other big things about our coach is how much water capacity we have. We've got big capacity on everything. So in every one of the coaches that we build, there's 150 gallons of freshwater capacity, which is a big deal comparing to anything else that's out there.
Now, what's the total length of this unit? Do you know?
It's 45 feet. It's 44.11.
Real quick, I didn't look at this part very much. So this is the bunkhouse area. 2 bunks, again, 2 full bathrooms. That's huge because you just don't see that in RVs like this. Total different game-changing mentality when you have 2 full bathrooms with 2 complete showers that are separate from each other. That is awesome. Washer and dryer, I'm guessing? Mm-hmm. You know, I love to make this joke. No matter how much your motorhome is, your RV, Splendid is the brand that you are always going to see.
Pretty much.
It's crazy. Okay. Nice solid surface Corian countertops. Beautiful. MCD day-night roller shades. Are they electric or manual?
These ones could be.
Okay.
They could be powered.
That one feels like it's power because it's not moving very much.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, you have an induction cooktop under here, I'm guessing. Samsung convection? I can't really tell.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, probably convection microwave. Nice cabin shirt. I love this. I mean, these drawers are absolutely beautiful. Dovetailed. Soft closing. Well, you gotta get it to engage, I think. There we go. Very nice. And then the cab, or the cab over, let's take a look at this. Bunk above here, huge. Very nice. We have our Samsung French door refrigerator here as well. And then down here, this is super cool. Yeah, I totally could see myself having one of these. So that's going to make me beg a question that I think you're already knowing I'm going to ask. What is MSRP on something like this?
This one's going to be somewhere in the neighborhood of in the high sixes.
Okay, so I got to ask you a question. So I tour a lot of RVs, a lot of motorhomes, and when I see some Class A's, big diesel pushers, you know, your high-end ultra luxury ones are going to start at about $850 to $1 million in that range. Then of course they go up $2.5 million, $3 or $4.
Sure.
But seeing something like this built on a Peterbilt chassis the way it is, the mid 600s seems like a relative bargain for something like this.
Yeah, you know, and so there's quite a bit of flexibility as far as option content on this unit, as far as what you can do with it or what you could add. You know, whether it be just, you know, one thing you could change, you could paint this unit. You could choose to paint it. Paint's like $35,000 starting.
Okay.
So you can creep it up there, but as a whole, here's why people buy these types of units. Number one, I think the drivability, because it's a truck chassis, it's not a bus chassis, so it is different. And every aspect about that from a drivability standpoint is different than a bus.
Yeah.
So the second would be serviceability. You can pop a hood in this case versus on a diesel pusher. You know, you're going to end up going through the back of the coach in the bathroom area or something like that to get to the top end of your motor. So serviceability is much different here in that respect.
And most any commercial truck diesel mechanic can work on this.
Oh yeah,
versus trying to figure out how you get to the
yeah. I mean,
platform,
if you own something like this, you just tell them that, like, hey, you've got a Peterbilt or a Cascadia, whatever, maybe, you know, Freightliner truck or whatever that is. Make sure they understand that it's not a bus.
Yep.
Because at that time, once they figure out it's not a Class A motorhome, they're much more apt to work on it.
Yep.
So then thirdly is, so we covered drivability, serviceability, safety is another one. You know, you're not 2.5 feet off your windshield, so that's kind of...
Yep, you got all that engine and frame in front of you.
Yeah, exactly. So then what I thought when I first started here, of what would be the number one thing why people would do this style over a bus is towing. This unit will actually pull 30,000 pounds.
Yeah, you got an 80,000 pound GVWR on this, right? That is absolutely insane. And the other thing as well, I feel as if another perk from a safety perspective is much easier to manage if you have a front left tire blowout.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know, that's a big deal for a lot of folks. I mean, I know with any large truck you have to be very careful, but the way that this will handle if a tire blows out is dramatically different than the way a pusher will handle.
And just to even be able to combat what the result of that is, sitting in the driver's seat, is this is a much more natural stance as opposed to being sitting on top of your front axles.
Yeah. Because I know that's a big deal. Like even for my wife, we've talked about getting a Class A diesel pusher, but then it only takes one or two horror stories of an accident, unfortunately, that oftentimes end in tragedy, for you to realize that is there a better way of doing it? And having a platform like this that gives you that commercial truck front end to it, that leverage that you're going to have, that better feel, oftentimes that alone can be the difference in someone saying, I'd prefer that over a diesel pusher.
100%.
So very, very cool. Anything else you want to add to it before we wrap this video up?
No, just feel free to look around. We're out here all week, and feel free to take a look at anything else we've got.
Perfect. No, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Sorry about that.
Just wanted to come out here real quick, take a few more shots of this thing. This thing is absolutely beautiful. You're going to have all your storage underneath. I think most of these are locked. Yep. But check that out. So this isn't a tag axle. This is a true tandem axle because of how this thing is built. That is absolutely insane. It is so cool to see some of these units because, you know, you see a lot of, you know, Super Cs, a lot of big stuff around, but nothing really bigger than this. I mean, check out that. So it's got a Gen Y on the back of it. You can see the numbers right there. So 8,000 pounds tongue weight, 32,000 pound ball capacity, 40,000 pound pintle capacity. Check that out. Got cameras on here, LED lighting all the way around. Just cranked on the generator. Got a generator back here. This is an absolute beauty. If we were to get a motorhome, something like this would probably be what we got. I mean, just check this beast out. Super cool. Anyways, guys, I sure hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, and we'll talk to you again very soon.